Kids getting older, the world getting greater, but it's getting colder, man. Oh man, this is so hard to even say, bro. I'm sick to my stomach, bro. Gucci Man is my favorite rapper, y'all. I'm gonna keep it up being with you. I've been listening to Gucci Man since I was a teenager. Um, everything on my iPod, everything was Gucci. I still listen to Gucci every time my Apple Music do a replay, bruh. Gucci comes up. And this past event, I ain't gonna speak too much on it, you know what I'm saying? If y'all reading into the social media stuff, y'all done seen everything that's going on. Shiesty did something, you know what I'm saying, to Guwap. He went ahead and robbed Guwap. And I'm gonna be real with you, it was hard for me to accept that this happened, because I'm like, dog, Gucci is the big bad bully, Zone 6 polar bear, all that, you feel what I'm saying? So I was like, all right, he got robbed, you feel me? It's about to be some spinning, you know what I'm saying? But the thing is that got me was the fact that the FBI was telling us this information. So I'm like, hold up, how the FBI telling us about something that happened in some street stuff? Unfortunately, Gucci, well, it's not unfortunately. At the end of the day, I'm not gonna say it's unfortunate. I'm gonna say this. At the end of the day, Gucci is a civilian, bro. You feel what I'm saying? He is not a street dude no more. He's not in the streets in any form or way possible. But I cannot let it slide. I was gonna let it slide until he made a diss song called Crash Dummy, right? Making a diss song basically saying everything that happened in January. One, it was a straight ego move. You feel what I'm saying? I think he could have went without the diss. I think he should have just let it be what it was. But then dissing them and saying the whole robbery in the song, that's when I was like, all right, you doing some hot stuff right now, bro. Like, I'm not even into that, calling people rats or anything. At the end of the day, that's between you and God. You know what I'm saying? But to go on a song and start talking about the robbery, bruh, when you should just let it alone, let it be what it be. Yeah, bruh. A-Rob, he dropped a song at 12 o'clock talking about, yeah, they backdoor me. I thought it was this, bro. He put a whole statement on the joint. I said, on the Zaytoven beat. That's what really hurt my heart when I heard Zaytoven. I said, oh my God. He got the real live just, I'm gonna be real with you. He was snitching on the track. Like, and the thing is that's crazy. Rappers real live be snitching already on their tracks already. But to say what everything that happened in the robbery and then kind of try to play with his name, like, yeah, like, bro, keep it in the streets if it's gonna be in the streets. But putting the pen to the pad was crazy, man. I can't even hold you. Which goes back. He was a rapper, bruh. That's why I told y'all, bruh, like, don't believe or look up to these rappers. I make music and I'm telling you, you can believe me, but don't really do anything I tell you to go do. You feel me? Yeah, so, bruh. The whole situation, A-Rod, it's sad though, because at the end of the day, as much as Gucci Wild for selling that track, Pooh Shiesty was the wildest. Nobody talking about how much of a slime dude that you don't get no credit out here for being slimy, bro. I don't know why everybody's, yeah, man, he living that life. No, I get what Gucci was saying. He's a crash dummy. If you really got some sense, why didn't you just go get a lawyer up, bro? I wouldn't have dropped no songs until I lawyered up and got myself out that contract. You hear me? He listened to some street dudes, quote unquote. They said he listened to his father, quote unquote. And y'all went in that joint and just did anything, Holmes. I'm talking about, I am totally disappointed in Pooh Shiesty in that move. You just threw your life away for something that could have just been handled the right way. You know what I'm saying? Big goofy alert. I don't care what you say. It's goofy. Goofy on his end, but then I got to hold Gucci accountable. If you was finessing him out of contract, which he basically said, like, yeah, you still signed to me, which means he had a bad contract, bro. Gucci, stop doing people like that. You get what you put out, man. So all around, man, I'm disheartened. I'm watching every Gucci fan that I know. They not posting nothing. We in silence. I'm posting Jay-Z songs at this point. You know what I'm saying? I didn't post everybody's music except Guwap right now. And I was trying to let it slide till everything died down, but the Crash Dummy record, I was like, come on, bruh. Don't talk about the crime on the record, man. And I understand you a rapper, but just straight up just coming out of nowhere with a record that's something that happened to you 2 months ago. And I'm not even a civilian that's like, man, I would have did this, I would have did that. I ain't had no Drake to my face. You feel what I'm saying? I don't know what people thinking about when you got a Draco to your face. Gucci got a family, he got kids, all that stuff. So anybody that's lifting pallets, work at DQ, shut up and go put them swirls in that cone, nigga. You hear me? Go put them sprinkles on top of that sundae. What are you talking about? Go lift that pallet up at Walmart. Stop speaking on street stuff if you go to work every day. I don't care what you say. If you clock in every day, do not speak on nothing in the streets. We have signed into the porch life. We are on the porch. And it's gray on the porch now. And like I said, I done ran the streets, but I never was no street cat. I never was no street nigga. I never claimed to be that, because every street dude I know, from my family, my father, every street dude I know, there is no good story that ends up with being a street dude. I'm gonna keep it a bean with y'all. I've never seen a street story that was like, man, it went right, bro. From the white street niggas to the black street niggas to the Migos street niggas. I just went to Colombia and Medellin. Pablo Escobar was the ultimate street dude, a Hispanic street dude, and got whacked. He had to whack himself. You feel what I'm saying? Nothing goes right for you when you run the streets. Every street dude I know that talk about, man, I was making this and that. My father told me back in the day around the farms, they used to be making $4,000 a day, walking around with $4,000 in their pocket. My father don't got $4,000 right now to give me right now, and I'm not going on him. But I'm talking about any of my uncles, all of them do not have $4,000 right now to give me right now. They gave me the street handbook since I was 3 years old. Do not run the streets because you will go to jail or you will die. Or my father said this, or you're gonna get to the point where you realize I might end up telling them to plug. You feel what I'm saying? Because that's the only 3 options you got when you run the streets. I never seen a dude successfully be like, man, I got out the streets, I put my money into my career, into my family. You ain't never heard it. And if you got a street dude, please add them in the comments. There's 4 views in here right now. Add who y'all think the street dudes that made it out of the streets. And I'm telling y'all this from somebody who really was raised by all street dudes. My mother was married to my father. Endless stories about my father. None of that stuff is nothing to show for when it came to his kids. You feel what I'm saying? So I'm telling y'all, if you're really smart, get right with God and Jesus Christ. Get your life right, man, because the streets ain't got nothing for you. You hear me? I knew the streets was messed up when Curtis Jackson, perhaps, if it was true, right? We can give 50 his thing, but look what happened though. He had to get smoked almost to even make it out of the streets. You feel me? That pushed him out of the streets. So you either get killed, almost killed, go to jail, or you just don't end up with that money that you had. You feel what I'm saying? So it's an unfortunate situation all around, because it's just showing you that the streets no funny. And you know what I'm saying? Like, yeah, the detail, bruh. A-Rod, it's literally in the details. You feel what I'm saying? Now, if 50 would have made out with no scars and just made it, then that's one thing. But all the street dudes, you got scars, man. And it comes with scars that may affect you for the rest of your life, where you got to look behind your shoulders for the rest of your life. I don't like them problems, cuz I don't want to have to go anywhere looking behind my shoulder at all. You feel what I'm saying? So that ego of the streets, and the streets is really Ronald Reagan and then won. You feel what I'm saying? The CIA is winning right now. You feel me? And the biggest thing, and I'm gonna just say this, I'm gonna leave it at the street talk and leave it at this, right? I know I'm not gonna even speak on his name. I know somebody from my way. Super street, ran the streets. One day I was walking around with him outside. He looked at me. He pointed at everybody that was walking in front of us, because everybody was a little distance in front of us. He said, man, PAPBRADY, all of us street dudes running the streets, we're losers. We do the same thing every day. It's no type of growth for what we do. He told me, you got a job, you making music, and my boy BRADY at the time was making music. He's like, man, y'all got y'all own way, bruh. We know y'all from out here. We know y'all did y'all thing. man, focus on your own way, because don't be losers like us, dog. A real street OG dude told me that. You know what I'm saying? To do what I continue to do what I do, because this, what they doing ain't it. Everybody that he pointed to in front of us, I think out of everybody that was in front of us, only one person is living out of all my homies that was walking in front of us. That's no lie. Only one homie that's living, that's not dead or in jail, that was walking in front of me. So I took my OG's advice very, very seriously. You feel me? And then later down the line, I ended up seeing my OG on the train, and he just came back from his job. So I know, I think that street stuff is, I may sound like a broken record. You feel what I'm saying? It does not get you nowhere but streets and in jail. Hey, Rod, I know you love coming home to your daughter and to your significant other. I love coming home, going to work, clocking out, knowing, bro, I don't gotta look behind my back, bro, for nothing. You hear me? Now, Pooh Shiesty gotta be looking behind his back for the rest of his life. Over in the jail. So Gucci can put that $80 bag on his head, put a $100 bag, $1,000 bag on his head while he in there. Y'all never know what's going on. You hear me? So I'm telling y'all, the streets is for those who do not care about their life and do not want to see nothing happen from their life. And like I said, even in my music, I rap about some things I ran the streets on, but it's the stories of the streets. You feel what I'm saying? You can tell the stories of the streets and live to see another day without actually being in the streets. And that's why I get on Gucci. Because like I said, he been in videos saying I would never tell, I wouldn't do this. He was a street runner, zone 6, polar bear, all that. You feel what I'm saying? You can't be doing all that, and then when you get robbed, tell the police, bro. You should have been the only person that didn't say anything. And the thing that would have came with that is the fact that he would have got subpoenaed. He would have had to come to court, and he would have either had to stay on the stand, nothing happened to me, and go to jail, or he was going to turn the stand. The streets screw you either way. I'm trying to tell you. It ain't no successful street dudes that really didn't have to go through what they had to go through. Or they just go in and out of jail, bro. Come on, man. Come on now. It's just facts. It's just facts, man. I ain't even trying to hold y'all. It's just facts. I don't even want to be a person that's why I never glorified the streets, ever. Even in the music I rap about when streets stuff, I never said, man, you goofy if you think the streets. Man, the streets done took my brothers, my real friends, bruh. Even when they had jobs and moved on with life and all that stuff like that, it took their whole life. You hear me? It's still stuck with them. I hate the streets, bruh. You feel what I'm saying? Honestly, like I said, it's goofy. And then you got everybody online, clocked in at their job at Burger King, driving a bus, tweeting, man, Gucci's a rat. Boy, if you don't stop for that grandma at the bus stop and shut up, you feel what I'm saying? What is you talking about, man? Go flip that patty. Stop talking about street stuff if you flipping patties for 40 hours a week. You hear me? 40 hours out the week, you flipping patties. 40 hours out the week, you playing 2K. Why are you talking about the streets? Come on now. And then I think it was 6ix9ine. 6ix9ine, he be waiting for a new snitch. Cause he really snitched. You know what I'm saying? He really got in the stand. There's a picture of him just like this. Your honor. Your honor. When your finger hitting this, your honor. That's when you know a youngin' really telling. You know what I'm saying? Straight like that. So that's why I was like, man, hey, that's why I be on Marvel Rivals, playing the game, streaming. If God's time for me to come for me, then it is what it is. But I guarantee you they ain't gonna be like, man, Christian was riding around with some hood. Man, I was riding in a car with youngins with Dracos. Why would that even be happening? You know what I'm saying? Without everybody in the car having legally a Draco. And if anything, and another thing, if you out here with a Draco and I'm in the car with you and you don't take that charge for that Draco, it's cool. I'm gonna keep it real street with you. But when we go to central booking, I'm gonna whoop yo ass every time I see you over to jail. We ain't even cool. I'm just gonna whoop your ass every time I see you. Cause I ain't gonna say it was mine. I ain't gonna say it was yours. Nobody, if you don't take that Draco charge and we all end up in central booking because you didn't say, you know what, like a real street cat and say, yeah, it was mine, bruh. I'm gonna whoop your ass every time I see you in jail. I'm talking about every time I see you in central booking. When we go to court, I'm gonna get extra time from whooping your ass. When I go to jail, they like, damn, what you in here for? Because I didn't say nothing about another nigga with a Draco. Is he on the tier? I'm about to whoop his ass every time I see him. We gonna literally fight to the death because you didn't take that Draco charge. Because I ain't got to tell him about nothing. You feel me? But why would I be in that situation with niggas with Dracos and cars? Come on now. That's all I'm saying. Why would I be in a situation like, if you was Gucci, you would have told? First of all, I wouldn't have been like Gucci because first of all, I wouldn't have been dicking nobody out of no contracts. If you really rock with somebody, you're not gonna dick somebody out of their money. Come on now. He was dicking his Pooh Shiesty out and then be like, and then expected a street nigga that's already a crash out not to crash out. Gucci, are you dumb? You hear me? I'm just spitting facts, man. I'm not trying to be, I ain't trying to be tough, nothing. There's a lot of tough guys in the comments. Man, Gucci's a rat. Bro, I'm telling you. All they need you to do is deliver the mail and put it in people's mailboxes. They do not need your street opinion on Gucci Man at the mail office. You feel what I'm saying? USPS needs you to focus on making sure people get their packages. Amazon needs you to get packages delivered and making sure you scan and take a picture of it. Uber Eats wants you to take a picture of people's food when you drop it off in the porch. They're not saying, hey, before you drop off this order, did you think Gucci Man's a rat? Uber Eats not asking you that. I guarantee you they're not saying, give your opinion on Gucci Man before you drop off this order. Watch out, man. I'm gonna keep it a bean with you. That's all I'm gonna say. And go ahead and play Marvel Rivals in the comfort of a nice home. That's what I be thinking. Pooh Shiesty in jail, sitting in a cold cell, talking about, man, I whipped the Drake out on Gucci. Lights out. That's all they gonna hear, the word. Lights out. Imagine every day you gotta wake up and go to sleep because somebody told you to. A grown man telling y'all lights out like you a kid. Lights out, y'all. I can't imagine waking up thinking I can smell pancakes every morning. That's what would get me. I wake up every morning and I can't smell the pancakes and syrup from a baddie that's cooking for me. Y'all can't even go to McDonald's. What's it called? He not gonna know what a double cheeseburger feel like until it's squeezed under the CO's nuts. Oh my God, man. I ain't gonna even speak on it no more, cuz. Anyway, that's getting clipped up. I'm gonna let y'all know that now. Anyway, cause I'm clipping things while Gucci Man dropping diss songs from 3 months ago robberies. Talk about some, yeah, you know you're still signed to me? Bro, now you flaunting that he's still, do you want somebody else to put a Drake on your face? Talking trash got the dude robbed in the first place, and you want another Draco on your face, Gucci? Man, watch out, man. I ain't never seen somebody that want to get robbed again so bad. And like I said, you not sliding. They saying Keisha Dior wrote the diss. They saying she wrote the diss. They saying his wife wrote the diss. I'm saddened, man. But yeah, man, if you haven't already, man, subscribe to Marvelous Bluntz, ASAP Rocky. You dig what I'm saying? I appreciate the 4 viewers in here holding it down. I appreciate y'all, man. You know what I'm saying? We only spitting real in here. I'm not telling nobody what they should have did. If Gucci wanted to go snitch, that's between him and God, bruh. But just know, your street cred, everything that you had with you with your music, the boogeyman of rap is over. Your name is Radrick Davis, and I'm okay with that. He's still my favorite rapper. I don't care. He's still my favorite rapper. Gucci, I still rock with you. He's still my favorite rapper. You just hot. That's it. That ain't had nothing to do with me. Cause I guarantee you, it's a bunch of hot rappers out here that you just don't know. Like I said, you just don't know it. Trust me. It's a bunch of hot rappers on here. They hot if they talking about their real life on the track. And like really in details. Young Dolph made 100 shots and everybody was like 100 shots. Like he didn't just talk about a real crime. And I love Dolph. You feel me? Come on now. Watch out with that, man. That was a real, every song for like 2 years until Dolph's rap, he was talking about hitting Yo Gotti baby mother. Why? Why do you keep talking about that, cuz? We get it. You hear this baby mama by mistake. You know what I'm saying? That's what he keeps saying. I bought this baby mama by mistake. My bad. That was the ad-lib. My bad. I was like, okay. It was his bad. Then the next song. I heard a rapper want to kill me because I treated his baby mama like a frisbee. What the fuck? Yo, chill out. Then had the nerve to go back to in his hood to go get some cookies. And they said we're on the street. The cookies was it was trash. You could have Uber Eats that, dog. But everybody got that ego, and that ego gets you killed. That ego got Pooh Shiesty locked up right now. That ego got Gucci Mane dropping diss songs about him getting robbed right now. Anyway, we live, man. About to start Marvel Rivals. Just sipping a little sip, you feel me? Just talking a little talk, man. Shout out all the viewers that's been in here. Y'all been really in here viewing. A-Rod, you cracked it off, man. A-Rod cracked it off. You know what I'm saying? Shout out to everybody being in here with the viewers, man. I be liking, when I think about when I went to Columbia, I'm like, bruh, Pooh Shiesty ain't never probably been to Columbia. Man, I appreciate you, A-Rod, you feel me? All the money these dudes had, go to Medellin. If y'all single, it's beautiful women over there. It's a fun cultural time. It's good food over there. It's good vibes over there. You think I'm really gonna be thinking about a Draco and Gucci Mane at that time? I'm getting a lawyer. I'm gonna not drop no music. I'm gonna go travel the world because I just came home. And then once my lawyer and everything sorts out, I don't care if they look at me as, oh yeah, you went to a lawyer to get out your contract. It was either that or the Drake. And anyway, if he did make him sign it, that would not make me sign a contract faster. If somebody put a gun to my face and was like, yeah, sign it, bruh, you just did this under duress. Why would I do that? Why? This doesn't even count. Now I'm not gonna sign it, and you're gonna have to really Drake me down in the theater. That's why I'd be like, switch me down, nephew. There wouldn't have been no conversation because there wouldn't have been no jewelry on me, no money on me, nothing in the studio. I would have, if they said come to the studio randomly and all of a sudden everybody just and I see a nigga father in there, oh, I'm about to get Drake down. Y'all gonna have to switch me down. Switch me down in here. My people's good. I know I'm going to heaven. Switch me down. I'm sorry. Rob the rest of them other people. Sign the contract. No, I'm really not signing now. You're going to have to Drake me down, nephew. You know what I'm saying? Drake me down. That's my only go hard talk right there. Drake me down, nephew. Because I love this money I'm getting off the FDO. I would have probably said that while the gun was in my face. I talk too much. You feel what I'm saying? I'm dead serious. I only got robbed one time in my life, y'all. One time in my life. I try to literally go. I was ready to go. When it was just one dude, I was good. As soon as I got yoked up by the other dude, I was cooked. That was it. He yoked me on my feet. I was 12 years old. My little leg was dangling in the air. I was like, oh, they got me. You know what I'm saying? But when the first dude said, run your pocket, I said, you got me fucked up. I used to love cussing for no reason when I was young. I think you got me fucked up. In front of my grandmother's house, you got me fucked up. He said, oh, yeah. All of a sudden, I felt the yoink. They had me in the air like Bart. You know what I'm saying? Ran my pockets and threw me to slam me on the ground. I said, oh no. I'm calling, but we ain't caught, look, no, but look, I got robbed. My people did not call the police. I called my father. I chirped him when the next tail was like, I said, Dad, they got me, they robbed me. He said, where you at? On Granny Street. What? I guarantee my father was there in like 3 seconds, y'all. No lie. I can't even hold you. He had a Toyota Tundra. He pulled up on the curb. Jump in the car. Where they at? Where they at? You know what I'm saying? So somebody was going to get Drake down. My mother was right behind them in the car. They about to get Drake down. Nobody called the police. That's why I said calling the police is not even in my boat. That's why remember I talked to you. I said they would have just robbed me. I was like, y'all got it for now. You feel what I'm saying? Y'all got it for now. You know what I'm saying? Because look, I'd rather have somebody looking over their shoulder for the rest of their life. I'd rather have you looking over your shoulder for the rest of your life. You don't rob me, take everything. I'm giving it up. I'm giving it up. Take it. Take it. I'll sign a contract and all that. But you better make sure you strap everywhere you go for the rest of your life. You feel what I'm saying? I tell my crew, first of all, I'm not even rolling with that many people. So if they get me by myself, oh, nobody would know I got robbed. Not one soul. You feel what I'm saying? Cool. That's cool. We gonna get it back. What Pooh Shiesty say? Back in blood? Oh, that's all. No comment. No comment.